Any comment, Anna? You think 12 years is fair, Anna?
Hey friends, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It's Friday, August 18th, 2023. Well, it's only been a couple weeks since Amy Duggar King ran into Anna Duggar at a wake for Josh's attorney's sister, okay? And Anna, who ran into Amy, was not happy to see Amy. She was also with Duggar friends or Duggar family members, and Anna is very much still in the Duggar fold. And so rumors now are circulating from a so-called friend of Josh's from Seagaville that he has told people allegedly that Anna has left him, she has filed for divorce, and their marriage is over. So let's dive into the is this rumor true or is it false story. Before we do, can you please do me a big favor and give this video a thumbs up? Also, please subscribe to my channel if you have not yet subscribed by clicking on the subscribe button down below. Click on the bell so you can get notified of any time I go live or new content loads. Have something to say, please leave a comment and share this video with your friends. Okay, so I saw this. One of my followers contacted me last night and said, okay, I just saw on this channel that Anna and Josh are divorced, or they're getting divorced. Can you clarify if this is true? And I will tell you that right now I don't know, but here is, I Googled this to see if anyone else is talking about it, and they're not. And according to this website called We Got This Covered, it says that an inmate is quoted as saying about Josh telling them, "My wife is done with me. That was her New Year's resolution." And then apparently they inquired if she had filed for divorce, to which he said yes. Okay, first of all, let's discuss this, because Josh Duggar was caught with a phone. He was caught with a cell phone while he was incarcerated, and he got a smuggled in cell phone. Let's also go into this because in December and early January, Anna was still visiting him and seeing him. He gets caught with a phone in early January. He is placed into the segregation unit for discipline. He's in there until March. He gets out in March, and then he gets 6 months of discipline. So March is the third month of the year, and according to the discipline that he was handed down, he was given his release date was pushed out into October. Okay, he was not allowed to have commissary, phone calls, or visitors for 6 months. I don't know if that actually is what was implemented. Sometimes what they hand down in discipline versus what is the guards decide to do or the warden decides to do is another thing. So he could be having visitors now, but if we go based on the facts here, that means by September he'd be able to have visitors again, phone calls, commissary. So in this period of 6 months, Anna and him have been separated in that they are not supposed to be communicating, and they're not supposed to be having contact with each other via the phone or like email or visits. That doesn't mean she can't write him letters. And obviously there are still phones in this system, and so he still could also be using phones to talk to her illegally. That's neither here nor there. So in January, that's where we stood. Now, since then, Anna has she's been in Arkansas. There was a report in around June that she had been quote unquote kicked out of the Duggars warehouse, and after a fight with Jim Bob, which never actually was verified, and there was no other story beyond that. So the Sun put out this article that says Anna's been kicked out, and then there was never any follow-up on it. And then Anna was seen on Instagram in a couple different videos where or like stories of family friends, where she was at events for other Duggar family members. And although she wasn't like didn't want to be seen. Like she was in a story of someone's and she didn't want to be seen. A couple weeks ago, Anna was actually at a wake where she ran into Amy Duggar King. And so a couple weeks ago, Josh's attorney, Travis Story, his sister, passed away. And there was a service for her, like a viewing before the funeral, the day before the funeral. And it was at that viewing where Amy, there was like a line, a line for people to greet the family, express their condolences, offer them, love, support, hugs, whatever. And Amy was at the front of the line speaking to the family, and she turned around and Anna was right there. She was with other Duggars, and Anna said to Amy, like, give me space. Okay. And that was it. So we know that Anna's in Arkansas. We also know that Anna is still with Duggar family members. And we also know that Anna is still, like, theoretically likely staying at the Duggar compound. Now, the earlier reports that she was kicked out, I could never verify. Like, I could never get anyone from my sources to claim or state that she had been kicked out. In fact, a longtime, like an old friend, former church member of the Duggars, I specifically asked them, and they couldn't believe that Jim Bob would do that because he's so controlling, and like, why would he like move her out? Because there's all these kids. And that if he was going to move her out, he would have put her somewhere with other people to take care of her. And she never resurfaced in Texas. She was down for vacation Bible school that same week, but she was back up in Arkansas a couple weeks ago at an attorney's funeral, the family member of Josh's attorney, which doesn't to me suggest that there's been any separation. Her reaction to Amy Duggar also doesn't show any reaction that she and Josh are over. And then I'd like to remind people that in June of 2023, when Shiny Happy People came out, Anna was furious at Amy, Deanna, Jill, and Derek for being a part of that docuseries. Anna, a source told In Touch that Anna didn't want anything to do with this docuseries. She wasn't going to watch it. She wasn't interested. Okay? So Anna and this docuseries, that comes out in June. She calls them toxic for being part of something that goes after Josh. So I don't know where this person got their information. I don't know who they're speaking to. I don't know what this person says, but I learned a long time ago that you can only trust so much of what you get out of the people that are in Seagoville. So unless something comes from a verified source, or like, for instance, I had someone that had a family member there and I wasn't sure if I could believe anything they said. And then they provided pictures of Anna walking out of the visitation when they were in visitation, where they were visiting their loved one the same time as Anna. And in that case, I could report what they observed because they could provide the photographs that they had taken of Anna. But when it comes to other inmates, they're very notorious specifically of not telling the truth, especially if there's anything that they can get out about someone that is a public figure like Josh. And, a lot of this is also verifiable. And if this person is claiming that Anna has filed for divorce, there would be records, and there aren't any. I have checked multiple states. I've checked Dallas County, Tarrant County, Collin County. I call like all the counties, Denton County. I don't even know. There's so many counties around Dallas. I've checked all of them. I've checked Arkansas. There's literally not a single divorce filing. And in the state of Texas and in the state of Arkansas, divorce records are not sealed. And so if they were divorced, the records would be viewable and we would be able to see that she actually filed for divorce. And she hasn't. So she also can't visit him, or if she is visiting him now, that means he can get visitors again. But yes, are they separated? Well, yeah, he's in prison. Physically, they're separated. But Anna was communicating with Josh during the period that he had the phone. She was visiting him until he lost his privileges. She's still with the Duggar family. Amy sees her a couple weeks ago. I just don't think there's any credibility to this rumor. I know a lot of people want to see this happen, and I know a lot of people want to believe that she'll file divorce and she'll leave him, but I feel like if it happens, you'll know. Like, it's not going to come from someone inside Seagaville. It's going to come from like the news. It's going to come from the court records, and court records are all public. So if you ever want to know, you can always check Arkansas Court Connect, which is public. You can put in Anna's name and you will see that there's nothing in her name. You will also see that there's nothing in Josh's name, and everything in the state of Arkansas is public. Divorces are not private. All right. So Anna and Josh's marriage is not over. They are not separate. I mean, I guess they are separated. They're separated until he gets out of prison, but their marriage is still, you know, in name intact, and they have not filed for divorce. Now, if she does file for divorce and she does leave, I will definitely report and let you guys know as soon as I have that information. But so far, none of the evidence supports this recent rumor. None of the court records support this rumor, and none of my sources will confirm and say this is true, because it's not. So that's all I've got for you today. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.